concert. My name is Paul Reichert. I'm the president of the North Oakland Concert Band, and I wanted to we're very happy to make you very happy that you could join us this beautiful evening in this beautiful setting for this concert. It's one of our favorite annual concerts because of where we can host it. And it's a great way to celebrate the Christmas season. We are sorry we had to move our date to a Friday instead of a Sunday, but I'm glad you could all make it. And we'll entertain you just as well as if it were Sunday. Now that you're here, I want to take this opportunity to please ask you to silence your cell phones. We don't want any of those going off during our performance and lending to our music. We'd like to keep it the way we intend it to be. Thank you for that, first of all, and for just being present in this situation and enjoying yourselves. As we begin, I do want to bring awareness to all of our donors, and thank you if you are one of those that have already donated some money to our band, our organization. This is the way that we keep our band, our organization running and functional, and we're able to offer all of these concerts to you for free. So we appreciate that support, and we would ask if you are willing to do that this evening, that you would do that at our lobby or at the afterglow following the concert. As the other thing I want to make you aware of is that we are featuring a raffle this evening. If you haven't already seen that, we have tickets at the table out there. If you make any type of donation, any monetary donation, you're entered automatically to win that. So we'll be doing that just after the intermission. We have these different plans up here. We have some restaurant gift cards to give away. And we have also like a Tupperware pitcher as well that we're going to give away. So some different things you can win. And you're free. If you're making a donation, you're going to be entered in that. I also want to make you aware our next concert is going to be in February. It's February 23rd, which is a Sunday at 4 p.m. The reason I wanted to bring that up, of course, we'd love for you to attend, but second of all, it's going to be at the Clarkston High School, which is a venue change for us, so I wanted to make sure you knew about that in advance. And then after the concert, there will be an afterglow. That's going to be in the Bethany room, which is straight back in that diagonal direction. It's right next to the entry doors over here. So we would invite you to come out to that. There's going to be some refreshments, some drinks, and you can just enjoy the season, enjoy the companionship, and hopefully celebrate a great performance. The other thing, well, actually now I'm ready to introduce our first piece, so we can get going here. All right, the first piece we're going to be playing is called God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, which is, of course, a familiar title, and it's arranged by Roger Sicci. The traditional English Christmas carol, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, has become a timeless Christmas carol, finding its way into most church hymnals. Additionally, various versions arranged in a variety of musical genres are broadcast throughout the holiday season on radio and television. Artists from Bing Crosby to the more recent American a cappella group Pentatonics have recorded versions of this ever-popular Christmas carol. We open tonight's concert with this piece creatively arranged for concert band. Please welcome Matt Klein to the podium.
Good evening. Normally I'm standing at the mic, but tonight to save myself a fall and some entertainment on your end, I will be seated. I'm Robin Myers. I'm part of the flute section here, and I'll be one of your moderators for this evening. It's always a great pleasure to look out and see all the faces at Christmas at our favorite venue. The piece that you just heard was Carol of the Shepherds, and it was based on the hymn tune which dates back to the 14th century and is widely known throughout the Christian world. Although the melody has been set to a number of different texts in different countries, it was originally a carol celebrating the Christmas story, in particular the visit of the angel Gabriel to the shepherds. The piece you are about to hear is the 8th candle. It's a prayer and dance for Hanukkah, and it remembers the story of Hanukkah, the festival of lights. And this year, Hanukkah falls on the same time as the Christian holiday of Christmas. It begins with an extended hymn-like section, which you'll hear, followed by an exciting dance of celebration. The feast commemorates the victory of the Maccabees over the Syrian Greek tyrant over 2,180 years ago. And what's interesting about this piece is I was able to talk to Stephen Reistetter, the composer, and he said that he was commissioned by concert bands because oftentimes Hanukkah does fall at the same time as Christmas, and there's very few good pieces for Hanukkah. So he wrote this within 3 days, and often when it's played, many of the Jewish people in attendance have said, you know, where did you find these folk songs that are so prevalent in this piece? Because we don't recognize them, but they're beautiful. And he said, they're not, they came from my head. So it's not based on any Jewish folklore or anything like that, but just a very beautiful piece. So we present to you now the 8th candle, Prayer and Dance for Hanukkah by Stephen Reistetter. Thank you.
Christmas by Sandy Nesco is a piece of, it's an arrangement of very familiar Christmas tunes to you, I'm sure. Sandy Nesco was a very well-known arranger and composer for jazz groups and big bands, and you'll hear that treatment in these Christmas carols arranged more or less for a big band sound. He was very instrumental in arranging pieces for the Count Basie Orchestra, and just a really well-known person in his own right. And the pieces you'll hear are Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I'll Be Home for Christmas, and that will be followed by Frosty the Snowman, Winter Wonderland, and finally Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, or as it's properly known, the Christmas Song. A great title. So that's the second piece. The piece you're about to hear now is the very familiar tune of Let There Be Peace on Earth. This was written in 1955 by Jill Jackson Miller. She had recently recovered from some crisis, unspecified, and had sort of a spiritual awakening. And she was made aware of the unity of all of us here on this planet. So she wrote this tune, wrote the words to the tune together with her husband, Cy Miller. They composed this piece, and it was first performed by the International Children's Choir in 1955 in California. And it was very appropriate because the International Children's Choir the participants were drawn from a variety of ethnicities, religions, and cultural settings. And it was just the perfect song for this group of very diverse people. And it became extremely popular. It just grew from there to become one of our most familiar tunes. And it's very apt for the Christmas season as well, because of the Let There Be Peace on Earth and the words that the angels spoke to the shepherds, peace on earth, a good world towards men. This has an extra wrinkle in it, and that you get to sing it if you are so inclined and you know the words. And to help you out, our own Karen Wesley, member of our flute section, will come up here, and she will lead you in this. Karen has sung in many choirs, and I understand she has actually sung in musical theater as well. And I think you'll enjoy being led in this piece by Karen Wesley.
Y'all have to help me, so I'm expecting you to sing loudly.
She's not really from the South. The words you will find on page 4 of your electronic
Program.
Karen, take it away.
So nice and loud, everybody. This is your piece. I'm just here to lead you. It's your piece. Ready?
Thank you for singing with that, with us. It's just that time of the year, it feels like we sing songs like that. After this song, we are going to have a little intermission. The goodies are not for intermission. So don't go back there and get cookies, not yet. They're for afterwards. And then please do donate so we can put on concerts throughout the whole season. Thank you.
Thank you.
raffle winners, congratulations. We hope you enjoy what you've won. We'll probably see you out at some of those restaurants. Our next piece is the Polar Express, which is a children's book by Chris Van Allsburg. And of course, it's captured the hearts of millions of children and adults worldwide. Tom Hanks, who played 5 distinct roles, including the role of Santa Claus, helped to bring the Polar Express to the big screen in a highly successful Christmas season release in, can you believe it was back in 20 years ago, in 2004, and it is still going strong. After we play the Polar Express, we're going to play On This Day, which is a Christmas carol originally published in 1582 from the Finnish Songbook, which is a volume of 74 medieval songs with Latin texts collected by a Swedish Lutheran cleric. The songbook had its origins in the libraries of cathedral song schools whose repertory had strong links with medieval Prague, where clerical students from Finland and Sweden had studied for generations. The Latin text is probably a musical parody of an earlier 12th century song written in honor of St. Nicholas, the patron saint of Russia, who traditionally brings gifts to sailors and children on his feast day, which is December 6th. And the English translation is, On this day, earth shall ring. Today let the voices of children resound in joyful praise of him who is born for us. But first, all aboard the Polar Express.
What can you say about Jingle Bells in terms of an introduction? We need an introduction because various percussion members need to gather all of their jingle and their bells. Well, I can say this about that. James Lord wrote this Pierpont. James Lord Pierpont wrote Jingle Bells. He was born in Massachusetts, where he studied to be a composer and an organist, but later he found himself at a Sunday school in Savannah, Georgia, where probably people didn't know much about sleigh rides back then in 1857. But he wrote this for a Sunday school performance, and it became very popular, and as popular as we know it today. Morton Gould has written the arrangement we hear today. It's a wonderful arrangement. I think it's probably my favorite Jingle Bells arrangement that I know of. And it starts out kind of slowly and mysteriously with almost like a Star Trek kind of opening, except it was written in 1955, long before Star Trek. And then the bassoon strikes up the chord verse of Jingle Bells, followed by the English horn. And it's like a sleigh is coming at you through the woods. You can hear it coming through that crystalline winter atmosphere that started at the very beginning. And then it just grows and grows with all kinds of fun and different things. You'll hear it done to the Jingle Bells tune. And then at the end it sort of fades away as this sleigh just goes up and over the hill, and we're done. After that, we will play the Candlelight Carol by John Rutter. John Rutter, born in England, he earned his accolades writing Christmas arrangements, Christmas carol arrangements, and Christmas carols, and this is one of those. He was inspired by a painting called The Night of the Nativity by Hergen Tobsens. I practiced hard to say that. Anyway, he was a 15th century Netherlandish painter, and he painted this beautiful painting that shows the Madonna and the infant child in the manger and various barnyard animals around and angels. But the only source of light in this otherwise dark painting is from the Christ child himself, as it glows out and above, extinguishing the candle even that St. Joseph was holding. And this experience of light at Christmas is what inspired John Rutter to write this. It's a lovely piece. I think you'll enjoy it very much. But first, Jingle Bells.
wonderful time of year. And I'm hoping that we're getting you in the Christmas spirit if you haven't already been in one. And I hope to see you at our concerts later in the season. So please do check our website out and follow us and spread the word. We have 2 more pieces that we will be doing. The next piece we're going to play is written by Victor Herbert. He was a composer, a conductor, and a cellist. He wrote many compositions in his day and was most known for his light operas. Tonight, we will perform March of the Toys from Babes in Toyland, which was premiered on June 17, 1903 in Chicago. This charming work effectively blends the march miniature style utilized by Tchaikovsky and others with the grand march style heard in the operas of Verdi and Wagner. This arrangement was published for theater orchestra by Otto Langley and later adapted for the Sousa Band by Herbert Clark. Thank you for coming to share our love for music for tonight. I wish you a safe and glorious holiday. Please join us for light refreshments in the balcony room after the concert. Our last piece that will follow Toys, March of the Toys, is just a Christmas sing-along. Again, the words will be on page 4 of your electronic program that you have. The familiar Christmas carols, so enjoy.